So when you roll through the DOT station, you want to make sure that you are ready and on point at all times. Because when you go through a weight station, they're going to be looking for certain little things that's going to set them off. Now, today's video, I'm not going to be going over everything as far as a level 1, level 2, and a level 3. I'm just going to be going over the basic stuff. So make sure you stick around at the end of the video so you can learn something. Let's get it. Yeah, it's time to go home today. Let's get it.
Loaded route.
Your DOT tape is good all the way around. Those are all the way to the rear, and you're not at the 41 mark. All lights, obviously, all lights need to be up to date, especially what they see. You're gonna get pulled in a whole lot easier. So when you get a DOT, you have a level 3, a level 2, a level 1. A level 1 is the worst one of all, so they pull you in the barn, and they go through everything to find out what they can do. A level 2 is a basic check where they just check the tires, your lights, kind of do a walk around. They pull you over to the side, but they still check everything. A level 3 is where they just look at just the driver, his paperwork, and to make sure that his logs are correct. But like I said, a level 1, they go through all of it. So you have a level 1, level 2, or level 3. But to avoid those things, when you go into the weight station, they're going to be looking for certain things when you drive by. Number one, your weight's got to be correct. Make sure that you're not over 80,000 pounds. Make sure you're not over 12,000 pounds up front, 34,000 and 34,000, total of 80. Make sure you break down those weights right and you have everything evened out right before you go over. Now, here's a few basic things they're going to look at as you're driving by. Okay, when you're rolling through the DOT weight station, the scale house, like I said, you want to make sure your weight's correct, but as you're rolling through there, they can visually see these lines. Look right here in the corner right here and look at these lines. You see these airlines, if they are frayed, if they're taped up, now a lot of drivers tape them up, I get it, but they're going to unroll that tape and they're going to wonder why it's taped up. So the definition is not just a few frays. If it's one fray, they're gonna cite you, okay, and you don't get a failed inspection. So that you want to make sure that they don't look like this, because they'll see these things. You know, if you have a line that's swelled up, and I'll show you a picture of that in a second, but it's swelled up on the side right here, there's something wrong with it. So you know, you want to make sure that you're visually having these things checked out, that you're looking at them before you go through, because it's just red flags. As you're rolling by, there is a infrared camera that looks and can detect heat on these tires to find out if any of them's low. If you've got a low tire, you're going to be pulled in, and you could possibly be put under a level 1 where they're going to go through everything. All right, so make sure your tires automatically are good. Make sure you got both mud flaps. They can see that from a distance. Make sure that your DOT tape is good all the way around. Make sure your airlines ain't hanging. But by God, for sure, make sure that you are set the bridge properly. If these tandems are all the way to the rear and you're not at the 41 mark, in most states, you're gonna get pulled over for bridge law. Now, it depends on which state, and that's another video I'll go over. So make sure you look up the videos that I have on bridge law. I'll explain all about that. But you wanna make sure these tandems are in the proper place, because if they're all the way to the rear, in most states, you're getting pulled in, you're gonna get inspection. Okay, all lights, obviously, all lights need to be working. After you come around, you wanna make sure that your doors are properly latched up top. If one of those are off, the DOT can see it. These are just red flag signals. Make sure your lights are all working, all your marker lights. Even your tag light needs to be illuminated. Now, some places won't pull you in, but if they're looking for something, they can find it. They're gonna pull you in. Tires, DOT tape, mud flaps, and all the lights are working properly. These are just a few things. Now, they can pull you in for any reason, but I don't want to give them a reason why. So drivers, I'm gonna make sure that all my stuff is ready to go, and I'm totally up to date, especially what they see. My lights are all working. None of them are broken or cracked, okay? I don't have any cracks on my windshield. It's free of debris. And then all of a sudden, you know, I might just get on through. You got a headlight out or something like that, you're gonna get pulled in a whole lot easier. So just to recap, make sure there's no visual airline leaks. I mean, visually, of course they can hear it, but they can see stuff through the windows. When you're rolling through, make sure you don't have no torn lines, no hanging lines. Make sure your tires are properly inflated, because they can do that through the heat sensor. Make sure you ain't left your gas cap hanging off, or diesel cap, fuel cap, whatever you call it, hanging off. Make sure that, you know, All your lights are working on your truck. Make sure you do the right thing. Keep your dash clean too. Keep a clean looking truck because it looks like you're organized, and an organized truck is probably not a sleepy truck. They probably have their stuff together. So look, you can get pulled in for any reason. I'm just trying to minimize things in this video. That's what this video is about. Hey, if you got any value from this, hit that like button. I'm trying to teach you things the CDL school will not teach you. And by the way, if you're looking for a great company, you need to come over here to Rosedale Transport. The number's at the bottom of the screen. It is 706-226-1003. Ask for Tina. Tell me boy Shawn sent you, and we'll get trucking. And no, I'm not driving right now. I'm actually pulled over right this second, sitting here at this rest area waiting to get pulled out. So call the number at the bottom of the screen. If you're looking for a great company, if you're a new driver, they do hire right out of school. They actually reimburse your tuition, which is an awesome thing. I'm a trainer here, but the sign-on bonus is great. It's $4,500 for experienced drivers. So make sure you call today and tell them I sent you. This is Trucking Live with Shawn. Let's get it. About what that little light means. So after catching that problem, we can get it fixed. So we're about to walk in here. Got to go by the law. Got to be safe out here. We don't want no DOT violations. All done, taken care of. Just do the right thing, Rosedale Transport, and today's video